Welcome to ClassyDeco, your haven for timeless interiors and vintage inspiration. Today, we're stepping into a world of soft florals, lace curtains, and cherished heirlooms as we explore the enduring charm of Grandmacore bedroom decor. Each scene you'll see is a gentle nod to the past, where every bedspread, lamp, and wallpaper tells a story of warmth, tradition, and quiet romance. Whether you're a lifelong vintage lover or simply drawn to the comforts of simpler days, these dreamy bedrooms will inspire you to bring old-fashioned elegance back into your home. So brew a cup of tea, settle in, and let's take a walk through rooms that feel like they've been loved for generations. Welcome to a haven of nostalgic charm, a Grandmacore bedroom that whispers stories of simpler times and gentle mornings. At the heart of the space lies a graceful white headboard bed adorned with floral-patterned bedding, inviting you to nestle into its cozy embrace. Light filters softly through delicate lace curtains, casting dappled sunlight that dances on the vintage runner rug beneath. Slippers rest casually on the rug, a quiet nod to the room's lived-in comfort. In front of the bed stands an aged wooden table, lovingly bearing time-worn books and vases brimming with fresh roses, their scent mingling with the scent of history. The air is filled with a sense of quiet romance and tender nostalgia, as though this room were made for daydreaming and letter writing. With every element curated to evoke warmth and memory, this bedroom becomes more than a place to sleep, it becomes a gentle embrace of the past. Step into a world where floral fantasies meet vintage elegance. This Grandmacore bedroom is graced with walls of delicate floral wallpaper, creating a garden-like backdrop for the vintage brass bed frame that anchors the space. At the foot of the bed sits a charming bench, a perfect spot for placing a hand-stitched quilt or a stack of bedtime reads. The floral theme continues with pastel bedding and curtains that billow softly with each passing breeze, framed by pale blue drapes trimmed with lace. A soft pink floral lampshade casts a warm glow across the antique iron headboard, while a vintage floral rug ties the room together beneath it all. Ceramic bedside lamps add a final touch of heritage charm, and large glass picture frames display memories frozen in time. Every detail in this room whispers stories of a bygone era, celebrating the enduring beauty of romantic decor. In this Victorian-inspired Grandmacore bedroom, we are transported into a world of grace and refinement. The walls bloom with soft pink floral wallpaper, wrapping the room in timeless femininity. A lace canopy crowns the vintage bed, while ruffled bedding invites you to sink into layers of comfort. An antique mirror commands attention from the wall, reflecting the past in every polished edge. Pastel tones and a soft, shabby chic aesthetic give this space a gentle presence, while a bouquet of roses resting in the corner adds a breath of life and color. The furniture is beautifully aged, distressed in the most deliberate way, showcasing craftsmanship and a love for all things storied. This is not just a bedroom, it is a sanctuary of sentiment, where every object feels as though it was placed with care and memory in mind. A true homage to Grandmacore sensibilities. Here we find ourselves in a Grandmacore bedroom suffused with the soft romance of lavender and lace. The star of the space is the large canopy bed, its pastel linens fluttering gently beneath a dreamy arch of fabric. Beneath your feet lies a delicate round rug, its floral patterns echoing the motifs found throughout the room. Lace curtains frame the windows like pages in a romantic novel, letting in dappled daylight that graces every surface. In the corner, an ornate vanity becomes both a practical space and a vintage statement piece, adorned with trinkets and glass perfume bottles. Fresh flowers in soft hues are scattered around, adding fragrance and charm. The entire room feels like a warm embrace, quiet, personal, and deeply feminine. It is a place to unwind, to dream, and to reflect, where past meets present in the most beautiful way. This Grandmacore bedroom draws you in with its warm, grounded palette and lovingly crafted details. Rich earthy tones are met with the soft touch of crochet and knit, handmade treasures that speak to the heart of Grandmacore style. The wooden furniture bears signs of gentle wear, with floral patterns on pillows and cushions that feel both fresh and familiar. A knitted blanket draped casually over a chair invites you to linger, to wrap yourself in comfort. Nearby, an old-fashioned green chest of drawers offers a pop of heritage color, while atop it, vases brimming with vibrant blooms echo the cheer of a cottage garden. This room captures the essence of homeliness, a space where everything has its place, and every object feels like an heirloom. It's a cozy reflection of tradition and tranquility, where rustic charm and delicate details live side by side. This bedroom is a delightful dance of patterns, colors, and character, a true maximalist vision in Grandmacore design. The canopy bed stands proudly against a backdrop of red and white gingham, offering a cheerful contrast to the green floral wall patterns and soft pink wallpaper. The vintage patterned curtains frame the windows with character, while a red table lamp casts a warm, whimsical glow. A writing desk sits in the corner, hinting at thoughtful letters and journal entries. The details are abundant and intentional, from the faded textures of the wallpaper to the delicate floral prints layered throughout the space. This is a room that celebrates abundance and expression, where old-world charm meets playful storytelling. Each corner tells a tale, each piece a relic of treasured memories. It is cozy, colorful, and unapologetically expressive, a Grandmacore dreamscape for the romantically inclined. A wintry whisper embraces this Grandmacore bedroom, where red and white striped bedding paired with soft floral patterns captures the cozy charm of cottage life. The window, framed with delicate lace curtains, reveals snow-covered trees outside, a breathtaking contrast to the warmth within. Soft blankets and plush pillows turn the bed into a haven, and beside it sits a lovely tea set, a charming nod to old-world rituals. Candlelight flickers gently across the room, its glow dancing on the walls and casting a golden hue. Every detail, from the iron window frame to the shabby chic accents and amber tones, brings together femininity, romance, and rustic elegance. It is a room made for cold mornings and quiet evenings, where nature's beauty pairs perfectly with vintage decor. This is the heart of Grandmacore, a dreamy retreat that wraps you in nostalgia and whispers of days gone by. In this Grandmacore bedroom, we are welcomed by the classic charm of French country aesthetics. A blue and white checkered bed sits at the center, flanked by two vintage tables that echo balance and tradition. The simplicity of the decor is its greatest strength, where floral wallpaper and vintage patterns blend effortlessly with gingham and stripes. Here, we see a harmony of dots, florals, and muted hues, creating a warm and grounded palette that feels timeless. There's no need for grandeur, the beauty lies in the details: worn wood, soft fabrics, and thoughtfully placed decor. This room is a testament to the Grandmacore ideal that elegance doesn't require extravagance. With its effortless comfort and rural grace, this bedroom serves as a reminder that home is a feeling, soft, familiar, and always welcoming. Imagine waking up to the gentle hum of a London street, visible through an open window beside a bed adorned with pink floral sheets and plush pillows. This Grandmacore bedroom captures the charm of a vintage-inspired British lifestyle. The pastel green walls lend a refreshing calm, while white furniture pieces add an air of refinement. A breakfast tray atop the bed makes morning tea or a light breakfast feel like a royal affair. Posters of yesteryears adorn the walls, and in one corner, an old-fashioned wooden desk anchors the space with purpose and tradition. The room is soft, inviting, and elegantly nostalgic. It's easy to envision writing letters here, or reading under soft lamplight. This is a space for lovers of tradition and quiet comfort, a scene where modern life slows down to meet the gentle cadence of the past. The charm of this Grandmacore bedroom lies in its delightful details and palette of soft pinks, light blues, and gentle greens. A floral-patterned bed steals the spotlight, set against an iron frame that lends a sturdy, vintage appeal. The wallpaper is kissed with tiny roses, wrapping the space in subtle sweetness. A wooden floor grounds the room, while a nearby nightstand bears all the hallmarks of personal history: a lamp, cherished photo frames, and tiny treasures that evoke memory. In the corner, a mirror reflects these touches back with quiet pride. A cloth-covered table adds texture and ties the room together with its understated elegance. It's a bedroom where every corner has been lovingly arranged, blending Grandmacore charm with the comforting rhythm of daily rituals. A soft ode to the past, warm, gentle, and timeless. This Grandmacore bedroom speaks with a voice of refinement, bathed in the elegance of pink chinoiserie wallpaper. White and gray accents balance the ornate backdrop, bringing a touch of serenity to the scene. A bed dressed in soft linens invites rest, while beside it stands a graceful nightstand, home to vintage treasures and everyday essentials. A vintage chair, positioned just so, speaks of long mornings and quiet afternoons spent in thought or conversation. A lavender ruffled pillow, adorned with yellow floral patterns, offers both beauty and comfort, perched atop a classic table lamp. This room is where delicate decor meets thoughtful composition, a marriage of art and utility. Each piece echoes tradition, each corner reflects a love for classic aesthetics. It is a picture of gentle femininity, a setting meant not just to admire, but to live in, beautifully and meaningfully. This Grandmacore bedroom feels like a secret garden tucked within four walls. Floral wallpaper wraps the room in delicate blooms, while a vintage bed crowned with a lace canopy becomes the centerpiece of a storybook setting. Nearby, a plush seating area beckons quiet afternoons with tea and a favorite novel. Potted ferns and draping ivy breathe life into every corner, adding an earthy softness that harmonizes with the room's romantic sensibilities. A small, time-worn table displays books and trinkets, each with its own story to tell. Above, an elegant chandelier dangles from the ceiling, casting a golden, vintage glow across the scene. A large window opens to a view of the natural world beyond, bringing in fresh light and a gentle breeze. This room is a haven for reflection and peace, a perfectly orchestrated blend of beauty, comfort, and botanical charm. In this whimsical Grandmacore bedroom, we find a soft world inspired by pastel bird patterns and vintage charm. The wallpaper itself tells a gentle story, feathered friends perched on winding branches, creating an atmosphere that feels both magical and familiar. The dreamy quality of this room makes it perfect for young girls or anyone enchanted by the innocence of yesteryear. Vintage furniture adds grounding to the lightness in the room, with each piece softly worn and deeply loved. There's a sense of wonder here, wrapped in antique textures and storybook colors. With every glance, new details emerge: a porcelain trinket, a laced curtain edge, a faded quilt stitched with care. This is more than a bedroom, it's a sanctuary for creativity and quiet daydreams, where nostalgia and imagination dance freely together in pastel-hued harmony. This Grandmacore bedroom brings together the best of old and new with a delightful patchwork of elements. Soft pastel floral wallpaper wraps the space in vintage serenity, while an antique metal bed frame anchors the room with a sense of sturdy elegance. Delicate lace curtains soften the windows, casting dappled light across the room. Hanging dream catchers nod to a modern bohemian spirit, blending seamlessly with the traditional touches. A charming rug with pink patchwork designs adds color and texture underfoot, while a white chest of drawers stands quietly by, bearing the marks of loving use. The result is a space that feels layered with memory and meaning, both restful and alive. This is the magic of Grandmacore, honoring the past while inviting it gently into the present. This cozy bedroom is a masterclass in textural charm. A white canopied bed takes center stage, its gentle drapes flowing like a curtain of clouds. Floral wallpaper surrounds the room with timeless cheer, while vintage lace curtains lend a light, romantic softness to the windows. Wooden floors creak with age and character, while a nearby side table holds a basket of yarn and knitting needles, a sweet symbol of handmade tradition. Plaid pillows and a plush blanket complete the scene, blending visual interest with tactile comfort. On a nearby table, a ceramic bowl filled with fruit and a big vase bursting with blooms add color and warmth. Every detail here pays homage to a lifestyle that values craftsmanship, comfort, and continuity. This room doesn't just welcome you, it invites you to stay, to create, to rest in beauty. Step into a Grandmacore bedroom that celebrates symmetry, history, and homely charm. Twin vintage iron beds from the early and mid-20th century sit parallel beneath floral wallpaper, evoking memories of shared secrets and simple joys. The carpeted floor underfoot muffles each step, inviting peace and stillness. On the wall, an oil painting of flowers titled simply "Bedroom" sets the tone for the space, understated, yet deeply evocative. A window framed by curtains lets in filtered light, while white tables at each bedside offer space for books, lamps, or sentimental treasures. A single picture frame hangs with gentle pride, uniting the space in visual continuity. This room feels like a preserved moment in time, an ode to family, heritage, and the enduring charm of a well-loved home. This final Grandmacore bedroom draws us into a lovingly preserved moment from the past. Twin vintage iron beds, reminiscent of the early and mid-20th century, stand proudly against floral wallpaper that whispers of generations gone by. Above one bed, an oil painting of flowers adds a delicate artistic presence, while picture frames hang with quiet reverence, each one a window into memory. The floor is carpeted, muffling footsteps and deepening the cozy ambience. Matching white bedside tables offer just enough space for essentials: a book, a lamp, a vase of garden-picked blooms, each carefully placed to honor the beauty of simplicity. Curtains drape the window in soft folds, filtering daylight into a golden hush. The entire room feels both symmetrical and sentimental, a space shaped by love and lived-in charm. This is Grandmacore at its most heartfelt, a tribute to a slower pace, a gentler rhythm, and the comfort of continuity across time. Thank you for joining us on this nostalgic journey through Grandmacore bedrooms, where beauty lives in the details and comfort never goes out of style. At ClassyDeco, we believe a well-loved home is a timeless one. If today's video sparked inspiration or brought back a memory, we'd love to hear from you in the comments below. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and ring the bell for more vintage home decor, traditional charm, and all things beautifully old-fashioned. Until next time, may your home always reflect the heart, soft, storied, and ever so lovely.